It's a busy day here at Newcastle #1 Sports Ground. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, across Australia to this Bar TV coverage of the AFL HSC Women's Grand Final between the Newcastle City and Maitland football clubs. As always, next to me in co-commentary, Lucas James Holmes. Lucas, good morning.
Good morning, David. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. One grand final down, David. 2 to go. Women's up next. Newcastle City and Maitland. Only one meeting early in the year with Maitland coming on top, so it's coming out on top. I think it was either in the first round or two of the season, so Newcastle City will be wanting to fight back and even that ladger. And just to the right there, Maitland warming up to the left. Newcastle City just come off the ground with celebration still continuing for Turrigal Voker on their place side as Newcastle City just enter the playing arena. And for David, I'll get you to go with the Newcastle City Australian Football Club.
Newcastle City Australian Football Club. Thank you, Lucas. Number 2, Taylor Wiggins. 3, Stephanie Minniter. 4, Taylor Joyce. 9, Megan McDonald. Claire McGarity in 10. 11, Crystal Gavanlock. 12, Anna Ralston. Catherine Shellmaker in 13. Samantha Thompson in 14. Molly Simpson 15. Rosen Ronan Yates in 16. Kiara Lamb 17. Kirsty Ferguson 18. Simone Wood 19. Ashley Bacales 22. Caitlin Hockham 23. Casey Eacott 25. Hannah Murdoch 26. Anne-Marie Peacock 27. Madeline Norton 28. Sarah Halverson in 30. And Annalise Norton in 37. Lucas Holmes, the Maitland Australian Football Club.
The Maitland Saints Australian Football Club. 1, Skylar Dunn. 2, Hannah Centra. 3, Sarah James. 4, Kate Dury. 5, Shirley Crouch. 6, Grace Marr. 7, Caitlin Logan. 9, Gabe Easy. 10, Tani Franz Ford. 11, Jodie Eager. 12, Luana O'Donoghue. 13, Emily Crouch. 14, Amanda Smith. 15, Larissa Quigley. 17, Ashley Fennell. 18, Gabrielle Scanlon. 19, Nikki Robson. 26, Rhiannon Dennis. 27, Anna Fraser. 29, Jessie Burnham. 30, Sarah Burns. And 31, Stevie Bishop. David?
Umpires today, field umpires, Rachel Robertson, Zali Mertens, Kaya Everson. The emergency is Jason Cookle. The boundary umpires, Lachlan Chellis and Jack Bruce. Our goal umpires, Anthony Everson and Simon Richards. The interchange steward is Scott Donnett. Lucas, I think of the 3 grand finals, this is the one that it's hard to pick who's a favourite. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Newcastle City, for mine last week, was one of the best performances, I think, going away in rotten weather to that Killarney Vale side, and they shut them down.
Yeah.
And you've got individual players on each side that can win games on their own. Sarah Burns can, Anna Fraser, who was brilliant in the Women's Best and Fairest medal count, nearly won it. Burns, Burnham, and Sarah James, who's had some poor days here. I'm sure that you and I were calling a grand final here, or final was it, when Maitland were here and she got a busted shoulder in the warm-up. Does that sound familiar?
Yes, yeah, it does. Yep.
And then you've got, in Newcastle City's case, you've got Taylor Joyce is playing better and better football. The veteran Kirsty Ferguson. Then the gun 3 for mine, Lucas Holmes. In fact, the gun 4. Madeline Norton, Sarah Halverson, Megan McDonald and Molly Simpson.
Yep.
It's going to be a wonderful contest.
It sure is, David. Plenty of talent that you've just outlined there for both sides. It's going to be an interesting one. Big day for the umpires too. Zali Mertens take on a first grand final as well. Best of luck to all our umpires out there today.
I think Zali Mertens is the best, and I've watched every women's game this year. I think she's the best female umpire we've got, even at 15 years of age. She's been doing lots of representative. She went to Albury for schoolboys representative, for schoolgirls representative football. Still plays footy herself for Lake Macquarie. It's a big day. It's a big day for the umpires. It really is. I can't wait for it to get going. We're about 5 minutes away. Lucas, quickly this afternoon. Greater Western Sydney and the Western Bulldogs. You've got your neutral hat on here because you're a Collingwood man.
Yep.
Where do you see that one going?
Well, you'd think the Giants are wanting to bounce back after the bit of the meltdown they had against Western Bulldogs a few weeks back in the end of the regular season, David. But it's going to be a very interesting matchup, I think. I think the Western Bulldogs would come in, I would imagine, marginally favourites.
Agreed.
Just depending on that, because of that result a few weeks ago, David. But that's going to be a very tight contest. And so will this evening between Brisbane and Richmond at the Gabba, David. Richmond coming off that 25-point win in the last game of the regular season. So those two sides have, again, played each other only a fortnight ago. And, of course, the winner, of course, of the Richmond-Brisbane game will get the week off.
And the loser plays the winner of GWS and Western Bulldogs.
Correct.
I don't think that is close. I think that Richmond are just too good.
Yep.
Brisbane are very inexperienced. They've got some very good footballers playing great footy. Yes, it's at the Gabba. We might have the anthem on here shortly too, ladies and gentlemen. I think we will. So we'll just wait for Sam Zickman to call us. Just waiting on Sam at the moment. So we'll stop our commentary here just for a moment and hand over to the Community Football Manager of the AFL HCC, Sam Zickman, now.
Hello and welcome to Behind the Central Coast Women's Grand Final for 2018 between Newcastle City and Maitland. Just quickly want to congratulate our umpires for today. In the field, Rachel Robinson, Zoe Mertens and Kyan Everson, with the emergency Jason Crookall. On the boundary, Lachlan Stephens and Anthony Everson and Simon Richmond. Exchange stewards will be Scott Donnet. Regular season, both teams finished 13 and 3. Maitland finishing 2nd, City finishing 4th. The teams met once in round 1 with Maitland victorious by points. Could everyone please be prepared for the national anthem?
Not far away from a start at what Lucas and I both think will be a fascinating fixture. Really interested to see how they go about it. Again, can Newcastle City's mid-range players do get parity with Maitland's? Can Sarah Halverson, Megan McDonald, Molly Simpson get their hands on the football? Can Burns, Burnham, Centra, O'Donoghue, Fraser and James? And James is the one, for mine, who's the catalyst to all of this. You know, if she has a big day out, they'll go a long way. Personally, I slightly favour Newcastle City by 10 points. The win's the best it's been all day. Good deck. And I just think City's experience will get them home.
It'll be interesting to see who Maitland sent to Sarah Hallison, actually. If that indeed is Sarah James, watch out, because that'll be on for all day.
Halverson would be too quick with that if she can get out in the open.
Yeah.
Now, where's McDonald? Newcastle City look like they are running from... I think McDonald's gone a full forward, has she, Lucas?
Newcastle City running right to left, David.
Yeah. Can't see Megan McDonald at the moment. We'll get back to that. Molly Simpson on the wing. You go.
Ferguson starting the ruck too, which didn't happen last week.
Ralston starting at centre half back, Lucas Holmes. Just about ready to rock and roll. The AFL HCC Women's Grand Final on Bar TV. Lucas Holmes and David Redden with you. Cannot wait for this. Here we go. There's the siren. And we are away. Ferguson buffeted out of that by easy. Halverson on the ball to start, no surprise. Fraser in and under. 19 votes in the best and fairest during the week. Joyce can't pick it up. Hard football early on. Fraser comes out of there. Ferguson uses a weight and gets people out the way. Joyce wants a left, gets it. Drops it, I thought, right in front of the umpire. Handball comes out, Ferguson in and under. Halverson there as well. Smith in and under. That's Smith again. Robertson letting him go. Fair enough. Interesting start. Not far from the centre circle. See how Ferguson goes. What she wants is body contact every time. Gets it and gets the touch. Wiggins gets the first kick of the match out. Good chest mark at the back there. Comes wide. James. You might see a bit of this today. Overhead Simpson's head. Norton. So coming through is Burns. That ball might go out or will it hold up? It's going to hold up. Ronan Yates has usually got time. Steps inside. Maitland with lots of numbers. Burns. That ball's going to have trouble staying in, I would have thought. And is out of bounds in the foot, or will be Anna Ralston's free kick. Maitland, lots of numbers chasing the pack there, Louis.
And that's what they needed to do there, Maitland. Turn the ball over in the middle of the ground. Sarah James with the booming kick out of the back half. Burns on the end of it too, getting the ball forward.
Ralston goes short and picked off by Burns again. Now, Sarah's she's a good kick, and this is a tough kick in this breeze, but she can get the distance here, Lucas, I'm sure. We saw Matthew start it from almost this exact same position about 25 minutes ago.
She's been lucky there, Burns, too. She's crept in and got a few extra metres of angle.
Burns kicks it low, touched. Ralston, got to be smart here, City, about this. Don't want to go. Oh, chance! I think that's a goal. 29. Jesse Burnham, their leading goal kicker, kicks the first goal of the match. Maitland up and about very, very early here. Maitland, 1 straight 6. Watch it, she kicks it off her knee and leg. See that? She kicked it off her shin and then it hit her foot. Went through. That's a goal. Lucas Holmes.
You David, fast start there for Maitland. Exactly what they're after. They'll be wanting that first goal to stop a Newcastle City onslaught, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
See, Centra's gone to Simpson on this close wing to us as well, David. It's an interesting one.
Indeed. Simpson, will you just see how that adductor is after last week?
Yes.
Pulled up lame in the left adductor. Ferguson goes straight over the line, uses that body, beaten actually that time by Bishop. Ronan Yates gets it. Sorry, that was Joyce. Minute out towards McDonald. First touch from Megan. Gets it up towards the hot spot. Oh, that's almost a mark in front. And that's Annalise Norton, who played forward last week as well. Difficult kick in this weather. She's kicking basically straight into the wind. Got to go low. Doesn't get all of it. Handball comes off to Minute. McDonald gets a kick out. She got caught a few times last week. Should be a mark to Ferguson. Now, Ferguson can get that distance. She won't go off too many steps. So that play shouldn't have infracted there. She was 5 metres away from Sarah Halverson. She goes short to Minita. All over her shoulder, I thought. McDonald kicks it wide to no one in particular. Sarah James might turn this over. Oh, Joyce is in and there and under. She's playing such good football this season, Joyce. In and under again. 3 mate. That's a throw. Not picked up. James with their second or third kick already. Newcastle City under pump here. Ronan Yates looks like she might have Burns. That'll be a fascinating matchup if she has. Maitland flying out the blocks here. Lamb, steady player. Halverson, great player. Gets forward. Again. Is that James? No, it's not this time. Might be easy. Goes long. Very long. No mark taken. Ralston's got to go straight through. Casey Ecott, another good, calm player. Lamb. City's starting to get their hand on the football a bit more. Minute has got a chase. She's got a yard. Worked out of it by Sarah James in 3. And a free kick to James.
They've bought the
pressure. No, it wasn't. Not actually to James. Sorry, Lucas.
So Maitland bought the pressure early and they need to keep this up all day, David. Newcastle City have looked a little rushed on the ball to begin with.
Simpson backing into pack. No one gets a hand on it. Halverson gets a chance at another posse. Over towards Wiggins. Driving low ball. Lovely kick to Minita. Steph takes a good mark low down. She was solid last week, I thought, Lucas, especially on the ball. That's the one weakness in a game is she kicks it so low that she gets smothered sometimes. Chasing Minita now. Oh, without the football, I thought. Yep. And free kick to... Might be Smith, actually, in 14. Not sure. Or is that easy? No, it's Gabe Easy, I think.
I thought the tools last week, Ralston, Minita and Ferguson were outstanding in the wet last week for City, David.
Minita produces an excellent smother because she was allowed to play on by the umpire. In and under's James. That should be over the shoulder. Minita, a left-hand handball sitting on a backside. Egar. Handball comes out, James. This is who they want to get the football to. Or is that Fraser? Just having a few issues getting those two in my head. Norton. This is Anna. This is Maddie. Goes short. Can't deliver perfectly, though. City starting to get involved in the football game a bit more. Thumping ball comes driving down the line. And a good mark. Burns, who's got great hands. Halverson's in the slot here. She can't go long. Lucas has read that as well. Sarah Halverson's going to get this football, I reckon. Just kick straight to her. She's got to go hard here to Burns. Does. Handball comes out. Ronan Yates, left-hand handball comes out. Maitland going very hard early. Dangerous kicking. Should be Rosie's kick, I reckon. And is. Diminutive, but a talented player. She's got so much time. And a good deliverer. Although that one's picked off, however. Ball comes out there from Centra. Gets a decent bit of that. Kicking down Breeze, of course, Maitland. Out there from Lamb. Gee, Maitland have come hard early. Ronan Yates could have got an over-the-shoulder free kick. Annalise Norton. That's dangerous. And there's not many behind. Rawson's got to be very good here, and she was. Very well done, Anna Ralston, to get a stoppage. Lucas Holmes, she did superbly under pressure.
It's like she almost didn't see the Maitland opponent in front, David, and almost was picked off. Ralston did very well to create a stoppage there.
Absolutely. Burns at the back, 5th or 6th kick for Sarah. Goes down the line. Ronan Yates chasing. That ball won't go out. Ronan Yates will get the keeper in. She needs to put a step on, does. 1 step, 2. Their tackling's been excellent this morning. Maitland are on here today. They are right into this. 7 1/4 minutes gone. Newcastle City up by a goal. Correction, Maitland up by a goal. 1 straight 6 with a goal to Jessie Burnham early on, actually, in the 2nd minute, 3rd minute. Holcomb, who's been quiet so far. Almost a free kick to Holcomb. I thought for over the shoulder, not paid. Umpire's got this football. Fergo's underneath that. Gets a push in the back. Gets a kick push, tap out anyway. Yes, I thought Holcomb might go off the ground there. Wise option, McDonald. Oh, push in the back, I thought. Should have been paid. She was all over that. Centra hands out. James kicks it forward. Newcastle City really under pressure. They're under more pressure now than they were against Killarney most last week. McDonald goes to ground. She's had this happen in the last couple of games of taking all on every time, Lucas. She's going to get pinged. Yeah. She did last week.
She did, but the thing about all of Maitland's dominance early, they've still only got the 1 goal to show of it, David, early.
Correct, early. Ronan Yates, Halverson, all the stars in there. Smothered brilliantly, Ronan Yates again. Joyce, that red hair, easy to spot. Ferguson, she'll fight in and under. Great tackle, Fraser. Halverson, however, gets the crash ball, and away we go. Miniter and James out there. Miniter pushes her over, basically. Well done, Egar. Good mark. Caitlin Holcomb's got lovely hands above her head, and that's one of the real developments in her game. The overhead marking has become very solid. Goes wide, looking for McDonald out in space. Usually dangerous. She should give that off to Wiggins and does. Little kick from Wiggins, gets rid of the football. Miniter, good pick up. Throw, however, not picked up. Ball comes out there. That is Gabe Easy in 9. Megan McDonald should get to push them back here. Well, Robinson in perfect position there. And McDonald's going to get a free kick. She's starting to get her hands on the football. Thank you, Stats, for that. McDonald picked off. Oh, she went too. Yes, she went. Good decision. Kiara, sorry, that's Wood on the mark. Holcomb inside from Halverson. Good discipline there. Coming hard's Norton. Over to his sister Annalise. Sorry, this is Maddie. Goes long, Maddie. Oh, Mark! She almost played on 2. Yeah, didn't she? Murdoch's going to be kicking from Naked Eye Louis, 35. Tough kick, Lucas, in this weather.
It is. Breeze seems to have subsided for now, though. So we'll see if she's got this distance. It's the ball up. Gets it up. This is going to be dropped short and to the right slightly. This ball going to keep in and dribbles around the boundary line. Norton's there. Can she get the Shepherd? She can. Steps on the inside. Just gets her hands out. Picked off here by Maitland. There's O'Donoghue goes long. Clears the area for now. 2-on-1 there for Newcastle City. Was she pushed in the back? Yes, she was.
Good decision, Robinson. Again in the perfect side-on position. That's what they teach us, isn't it? When you've got to get side-on. The amount of little things you pick up by being side-on is huge. Handball comes out. They're getting distance with these kicks because of this breeze. It is still having a significant effect. Good tap out. Here's Madeline Norton flying through the middle. League representative footballer this year. McDonald trying to get her hands on the football and get open. She don't know. It's not McDonald actually this time. I think that might be Wiggins. There's McDonald there. Yeah, it is Wiggins. So this isn't Ferg. I'm just seeing who that is in the ruck. Let's come back to that because it's not Ralston. Oh, there we go. We haven't got a 24, Lucas, so we may have to check that out at some stage. I'll just go over to Newcastle City. I know I can't. I haven't got time at the moment. Gabe Easy's got this football.
We'll check that out at the end of the
quarter.
Check that out at the quarter time, yep.
Well read, Ronan Yates. She's got terrific vision, Ronan Yates. Goes wide. And a lovely kick to Holcomb. Beautiful, actually. Again, ball goes short. Wiggins fighting with it with Easy. This is Fraser. Great tackle and gone, I reckon. Good decision, umpire, again in the perfect position. Now, Joyce has got a decent left footer. She should go whack. Doesn't. Goes short. Goes towards Halverson. That's not a silly move, I might add. Good tackle, Halverson over the shoulder.
Yep.
Actually, she went over the shoulder and got pinged. Robinson's having a good first quarter here. Goes to the left foot, comes to the wing. At the back, Ronan Yates. Plays on Rosie. Goes short. Good work to Halverson. Halverson's got sloppy hands at the moment. Gets free. Gets a kick away. What can City do with this? Can they kick a goal? They haven't kicked a score yet in this quarter. We've gone 12 and a half minutes. And umpire Merton says that'll be mine. But as Lucas will point out, it's a small gap and City are kicking against the wind. So at the moment, City would be reasonably happy, Louis.
They would be. Would be good to get one back. They've had the ball in them forward 50 majority of late. Here's Halverson at the back of the pack. He's storming through there with Joyce. Takes one on. Takes a second on. Gets a left foot kick away. Just going to fade through for a point. Newcastle City with their first score of the day. 1 point to Maitland's one straight 6 after 13 minutes gone, David.
She probably tried to be too many players there. If
yeah.
she'd have kicked out earlier, she might have got a bit of purchase on it, Louis.
Yeah, she
not to be critical, it's just an observation.
Yep.
Here's Murdoch, close to the goals. McDonald flying past her. Sorry, it's not, it's Wiggins. Same haircut. Wiggins in and under. So is Norton. Got to get rid of that footy. She's in trouble. Umpire. Mertens, as usual, composed and calm. Says, that'll be mine, thanks. They can't put this through from behind. Newcastle City need to open this ruck contest out, get it back towards the square. They do. Norton roves her own footy, gets it out. Thompson's in there in 14. Over the shoulder, possibly. Halverson! To the side, I think, Lucas.
Yeah, just to the near side, David.
Halverson, a really quick reaction kick, and it's a behind. Score check, Newcastle City. 2 behinds, Maitland 1 straight 6. 13 and almost 14 minutes gone elapsed time. City be quite comfortable. They've weathered the storm. Fraser comes wide. Now, Newcastle City got plays over this. The one play's been quite so far as Simpson. He's hardly got a touch, Molly. Now there's no one behind these players. Ronan Yates is there. Sarah Burns is running to space. They've let her go. She's still on her own. Maitland need this footy. They don't get it. Here's Simpson on cue. Goes hard, head over the footy. Goes hard again. She's made 30 metres. She's made 40 metres. Very well done. Go, Lucas.
Well, it was an interesting one with that contest there. It was Ronan Yates who went to the ball, who was directly playing on Burns, and then Burns somehow got out the back because of that, but the Maitland didn't get the ball from the stoppage.
It was risky. Burns was on her own. That is dangerous, let me tell you. Little kick comes out to open pasture. Ralston gets pushed in the back, I thought. Wiggins, or is that McDonald? It's McDonald. Has she got a free? No, she thinks she has. No, it's gone back to the ruck contest. Got to get that 24. I wonder if Bacala. No, it's not Bacala. You know, we've had this player before earlier in the year. They've changed someone late because she's not on our list. We'll get that shortly. Lucas will get that a quarter time. Ronan Yates having a great. She's almost the best player on the ground at the moment. Ronan Yates, along with Fraser and James, had a good quarters. Halverson tries to fly. Dropped by Fennell. Yep, good decision. Umpiring's been excellent this first quarter, not just good. Halverson. Simpson's on wide, but too wide. Goes straight down the spine. Who's at the back? Madeline Norton's got a run on this. Can she get a kick to it? She does. Oh, brilliantly smothered O'Donoghue. Thompson chasing. Gets an interesting handball out. Sarah James turns around. Gets it wide, defensive flank. Good kick, James. Real good, actually. Wiggins trying not to go to ground. Now she does and gets an over-the-shoulder free kick from being in front. 16 minutes gone in this quarter. Elapsed time. Maitland up by 4 points. And City, of course, are kicking against the wind. Wiggins squares it. Underneath it, Wood. Oh, too good. Beats 3 plays and gets rid of the footy. Annalise, Madeline, that's an excellent mark going back to fly. Very courageous. She's been playing good football. Gee, Nelson may miss her. Norton. Wemboozles Murdoch. Come back, Humzak hard. Oh, that's a throw. Missed. Burns. 7th touch, Sarah. And Pagan's panics on. Who's got the calmest head here? Burnham. Great tackle. Absolutely superb tackle. Kiara Lamb saved the goal, Lucas Holmes.
And Burnham was sort of demonstrating that she didn't have prior opportunity to, which is possibly fair enough, but it was a great tackle there by Lamb.
I thought it was a good call. Simpson, beautiful mark, Simpson. He's got great flexibility, makes the distance there. Touch. Oh, I thought it was touched by the ruck in front. Not given. They've gone tall. Ordinary kick picked up brilliantly there by Robson, who's had some early good touches. Played well the last time we were at Maitland, actually, as well, Robson. Long ball. Hits Ronan Yates on the shin. Over there's Bishop. Yeah, possibly a push, Lucas. Agree with you there. Jury tackle. Play on. Bishop squares it. Burnt, though, they're on here. There's 2 on 1. Dangerous. Econ and Burnham. Here comes Norton to help. Burnham's got to sit here. Can she get the footy? Good tackle. Norton. Umpire Robinson says, nothing yet and mine. Almost 18 minutes gone, elapsed time of a very attritional first quarter. City would be very pleased.
Especially going against this Breeze, and this is possibly the style of the game where we're trying to think that most games would go by early on with this sort of scrappy, with mainly the play being between the forward 50 arcs and there's a block.
I don't see why that's a free kick, given that that was a fair ruck contest. She's used her body on a shoulder on shoulder. I don't see why that's a free kick. And it was at the contest. You're allowed to use your body as one-on-one.
And as you explained there, it didn't as long as the jump of the ruck wasn't impeded, it's fine.
No, I thought it was. You're allowed, once the ball goes in the air, you're allowed to go and shoulder your opponent out. You can't block him before. Ronan Yates disposes of Burns, just gets a handball out. This umpiring's been very, very good this quarter. Norton goes down the line. That's over the fence, I think. And like me, bowling off spinners to Lucas Holmes. Sarah James, you've got to come back on the line. Thank you. And she'll take the out-of-bounds free kick. This will not be a long quarter, Lucas. Maitland really would like another goal, given that they're going down Breeze. James, low, driving ball. Ralston's in there. Burns the danger. Gets it up in the air. McDonald's coming hard. Touched in the air. Out the ball comes. City got to be calm. Doesn't count. She's got to keep that ball out and does. That doesn't count. And that's the quarter. Into the quarter, Maitland 1 straight 6. Newcastle City 2 behind. Lucas Holmes and I will be back with you shortly for the start of the second quarter. Back here for the start of the second quarter, a duo attritional first quarter. Lucas and I were just talking off air a minute ago, and Maitland's pressure's been intense, hasn't it, Lucas?
Yeah, I made the point too. If Maitland are well within a shot of winning this game, David, if they can keep the pressure up, but the prerogative being if they can keep the pressure up. We saw Killarney Vale start that way last week and falter towards the end, and look at the results. So they've got to keep it up for the next 3 quarters.
Matt, the great Morris Goolagong just on our right, having a kick to kick with his young bloke. And Gooley got a chance to present a trophy the other night, Louis, and it was great to see so many people pay tribute to him and give him a very warm round of applause. And it was heartfelt, wasn't it, for Gooley?
Indeed, very accomplished player, very good man too, Maurice Goolagong, part of the world. Isaac Hughes, of course, winning the Morris Goolagong trophies for most goals in the Black Diamond Cup competition, David.
Indeed. And is that Brittany Wood? I think that might be, yeah. The Warners Bay girls they're on the drink today, and they've got their silly Saturday, so they're all dressed up, having a great day today. Get down here and support the canteen. It's a busy spot down there today. Warners Bay running the canteen, Newcastle City running the booze over at the tent in front of there. Hello. Rock and roll time, and we're away. Ferguson gets the first tap out. Now, Lucas, when we get a break, we'll talk about the late change for City that we weren't advised of. Halverson, that's a push in the back. Free kick, Sarah Halverson. Tegan McNiffy's in 24, and Claire McGarrity's dropped out of the side for City. So Tegan McNiffy's is rucking for Newcastle City at times. Norton gets it forward. Now City have got the win. Let's see how they use it. Simpson at full forward. That's an interesting move. Good tackle on Donahue. Too much body strength. And now, has McDonald, Lucas Holmes, got the distance here down breeze?
With the wind, yes.
Okay.
Without the breeze, I'd be questionable.
I reckon this will be marginal. I reckon she'll go close. She's actually quite a good, effective kick, but she's not a long kick.
It's the shorter kick.
That's right, yeah. Megan McDonald from 40. Gets a piece of it, pulls it left. And is that a behind or is it out of bounds, Lucas? It's a behind. City, 3 behinds. Maitland, 1 straight 6. Early doors, second quarter here of the grand final. AFL HUC Women's. Lisa, Kendall, Rob, Lucas and myself. And the missus is here doing the photographs along with Bruce Edmondson for the AFL. Over there, Stelmaker, who must have started on the bench because she was unsighted first. That's a throw.
Yeah, one-handed.
Yeah, Joyce gets the kick. Actually, it should be Stelmaker's kick. But anyway, it's given to Joyce.
So I was about to say it's an interesting handball. That's what was pulled back. It was one-handed.
Needed a little bit of zoom. There we go. That's better. James sitting at fullback doing a great job. And picked off by Joyce. Joyce is, for mine, become one of the... She's one of the league's most improved footballers, Lucas, along with Megan Jenkins from Killarney Vale. They're both improved out of sight. Joyce picked off this time, however. O'Donoghue.
They just haven't found that last kick inside forward 50 just yet, Newcastle City.
No. Remember, they only kicked 4 or 5 goals in winning last week as well. I think they kicked 5 goals, 7. So they're not high scoring at the moment. That was a hard tackle, I agree with you.
It was. Thought it might have been marginally in the back in the favour of Halverson. However, she gets a clearance that time.
Superb tap. Oh, great work, Ferguson to Halverson. And the experienced duo there. And Minita. Now, this is too far for Steph Minita. She's not a long kick. But she's got the breeze. Can she find it within herself to kick this true? Minita from 30. Gets a fair bit of that. Oh, as it falls short. Norton dragged off it, I thought. Simpson used the feet to trap the football. And that's a dangerous position for Maitland, Lucas.
Yeah, smart move there, just trying to trap and get that stoppage. Maitland wanting to rush this ball through as soon as they can, I suspect.
Minita gets the tap straight to McDonald, but she's dispossessed by Donahue. And James and Minita, the 2 number 3s, go at it. Minita again. Taps it out left-handed. Simpson is dangerous from there. And misses. 4 behinds. They're gradually getting there, Lucas. Newcastle City 4 behinds I thought she might have got a kick that one, to be
It's
honest.
an interesting one. You're talking about Simpsons not having as much impact so far, yet they try and rest her at full forward. You think if they were trying to get her hands on the football, you'd throw into the middle, David, but they know better than we do.
I reckon she's 100% fit. I don't. I think she's struggling touch.
That may be the reason behind it.
Lovely mark. Goes to the left foot down the wing. Perfect delivery. Finds Smith. Maitland looked dangerous today. They really do look dangerous to me. Burnham. Is Burns free?
Well, they had one out the back momentarily, but they ignore that and go short inside forward 50 this time on the back of Burnham. Smith's there front and centre. But it was up for more there. Was easy. Couldn't quite get there, and we'll have a stoppage at the point of the 50-metre arc. At 46 metres out from goal. 4 minutes elapsed in this second quarter, David.
Indeed. Tapped out here, Murdoch. Worried out of it by Robson. Big, tall player, Robson. She's about 6'2", Robson. That's a good tackle, that one, and paid. Umpires have been excellent in this game. They've just got everything. They should be very happy with their performance. Joyce. Lovely kick to Murdoch. Away she goes. Short again. Halverson. Oh, that's a throw. Missed. Out there from Crouch. City just look off to me. They're not right yet. Joyce gets a reverse mongrel on that. O'Donoghue, who's done this many times before for beloved Saints. Ecott, they're just under pressure, City. They weren't under this sort of pressure all day last week. Norton taps it forward twice. Handball comes out. Norton again. Robson in and underneath. Sorry, it's Smith underneath in 14. Drag that in, I thought. Umpire. Zali says no. I'll have a ball up.
She's an integral part of that backline. Is Lowana O'Donoghue really burst onto the scene when we did that the women's representative try series for the first time last year, you and I.
You are scary. I was thinking about Ferndale Park just then playing for Hunter. Of course, this year Lucas Holmes missed it because he was about 10,000 miles away on the island of Malta.
Beautiful part of the world, David.
They tell me it's pretty fair play. It's good people. Out the wing here. This is such an interesting grand final. Maitland are just, they can't score much at the moment. They're really worrying City with their aggression and intensity. Lamb needs to get some space. Can't. Gabe Easy gets it out. Stelmaker and Joyce in there. Murdoch putting a tackle on. I think that's Jesse Burnham, isn't it? No, it's Gabe Easy down underneath.
She dragged that one back in as well, but it was looking like she was trying to dispose of it. Probably got away with that one, I thought.
Possibly, yeah. Ferguson, single-handed that time. Good tap, Kirsty. Halverson on the fly. Uses the left. Oh, she caught it with the left. No, she can't. And it's 1 point the difference. City, the majority of the plays downwind. This match is going to be won by how many goals, if you can, against the breeze. If anyone kicks one against the breeze, look out.
So, on saying that, so Maitland have to do all they can, almost play a counter-attacking style of football and try and transition very well, which they've been able to do so far.
Oh, gee. I thought that was marginal. It is to the... I thought Rachel Robertson had the free kick going to Newcastle City with her hand. And I was right. Gavin Life's got the kick. That's a holding the ball decision, Lucas.
So you thought it was paid for the push initially, did you?
Yeah, I did. Yep. I did. Stelmaker can't get there. Well done, Fennell. Lamb taps it out double-handed. Centra reads it best. That's the biggest number 2 in the history of mankind on her back. Centra continues on. She's got lovely skills, Centra. Maitland just seemed to be getting open so much. Ecott cleverly done with the left foot. Gets 40 metres on that with a little grubber. Murdoch, a good tackle. In and under there is Ecott again. She's making an attempt. In there with Gabe Easy. 7 1/4 minutes gone. It's 1 point the difference. You wouldn't want to be anywhere else. An excellent, tough game of football. Low scoring, but we did predict that, to be fair. Ferguson uses the right hand again. She's very clever at this. McDonald gets a good kick on that one. Clears the area. Who's underneath it? Stelmaker. Catherine's only going to go short. Gets a decent bit of that, to be fair. Oh, Halverson in the back. Nearly took a screamer. Norton underneath. Halverson's free here. That Stelmaker runs into trouble. Goes again. She won't stop trying. McDonald ducks through traffic. Well done. Should be a mark. No, can't get there. Gavinlock. That's Sarah Burns in the back line. What's she doing there? Maitland clear the area, only briefly. Over here is Kiara Lamb. Joyce. Centra. How'd she get rid of that? Must have been legally. Chance here. Out there's Crouch. Stays on her feet. Can she get a kick? She can. And picked off by Ralston at the back. So Ralston's playing back with McNiff playing instead of McGarity, Lucas. You just wonder if they're a touch too tall with all these tall players, although it's a dry day. McNiff, having watched McNiff before, is very good above her hips, but doesn't bend very well. Yep. She's a new player. I just wonder if... I thought McGarity was quite solid last week against KV.
Yeah, they all had fairly solid games last week in Newcastle City, taller players as well. We'll see how that takes effect with this breeze today here, out the back here. Steps inside, there's Norton. Goes inside, there's McDonald, gets a ball away somehow. Over there is Burns, one of her first touches for this quarter. David been a lot quieter so far. Minute to get this ball forward. In fact, that's her there. Crash ball coming. Great tackle there on Halverson, or did go into the back. Did James? No, holding the football, David.
I agree. She went with the 360. Good tackle. Excellent tackle, James.
It's a 360 there. That's the right call then.
Lamb, a lovely mark on there. And Lamb's also another really improved footballer who I think already had a good skill set, but she's just improved out of sight, Lucas Holmes. And I suppose this is the beauty you get of us doing women's football the week is now you get really used to what players do, where their development is. And I think it's important. Did Sarah Burns get a free kick of that? Okay. So Burns sitting in half back at the moment. As Lucas Holmes just said, they need to get Sarah to get their hands on the football.
Maybe trying to quell the impact of the breeze then, David. Possibly trying to throw her, get some more touches behind the football would be my only observation from that one. There's no other really reasoning, is there?
Maitland have kept them goalless.
Yep.
It's a 1-point game. And this could be the sort of game where 3 or 4 goals wins it, which is bizarre, but you have to be here to understand the conditions. It's a great game of football. Everything we asked for with the closeness of the game. Perhaps not too many goals. Out of there with the right foot check side kick was Robson. Holcomb taps it to herself. Crouch, Fraser. Lamb works her out of that very well. Oh, no, they said it was illegal. Fraser, 19 votes in the best and fairest. The winners, Rebecca Ives and Kate Booth, got 22, and Samantha Delaney from Warners Bay, 21, in a very, very thrilling vote count. Good tackle. Ferguson flying through the middle. Joyce goes. Now, there's this room. Murdoch, time to kick the football. Ground level, is that Leowana in there? It is. Oh, throw given. Robertson in superb position because Egar was away. Halvo's got this football. Simpson, Lucas, for me, mustn't be 100% fit. She's now freeing it if Halverson can get it to her. Out the back, good mark. Bet you that's James. Most important player on the ground so far, Sarah James. Goes long out that flank. Mark dropped there by Centra. No, it wasn't Centra that time, David. It was Leowana. And Robinson says, I'll have the football. This is the best game that I've seen Rachel Robinson up. I've been watching her for a couple of years. She's in very good form. She's right on point today.
She's doing very well. As are the two first-time grand final umpires in Everson and Mertens as well, David.
Zali's hardly had the whistle. You've hardly seen Zali there, or just the way it goes in umpiring sometimes. McDonald beats one. That's a throw. Oh, gee, I thought that was a hold on the ball. Here they go again. Wood trying to hold her feet. Does eventually. Gets the ground. Ferguson. Gee, it's hard in there. Maitland is so intense at this football. Kiara Lamb's got time. Goes long.
Over the back here. Simpson in the front and shanks it to the left and doesn't register a score. And it's a throw-in? I thought it may just clip the line.
The boundary umpire's not moving. I think this is a free kick for out of bounds on the full, Louis.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, called. Yep. But called by the boundary umpire there. Person on the mark's got to come back 9 metres. Oh, it's a free kick downfield. Look at this. Simpson's got a free kick. Why she's getting the free kick? Simpson runs around. What's she done? She's kicked it. Bit of quality comes there. I'd love to talk about that decision as to why she got the kick. But it's the first goal of the game for Newcastle City. So their gun, Molly Simpson. The score check, Newcastle City 1-5. Here he goes. Runs around the corner. Kicks it around the corner. Perfect. Just great skill. 11-6. 1-5-11, one straight. 5 points of difference. 13 minutes into the second quarter, and Molly Simpson, definitely Lucas Holmes, for mine, is wounded and is clearly playing at full forward as part of a plan to give them something up forward.
It's straightforward for the modern-day player around on that curve, David, and straight through. First goal for Newcastle City and for Molly Simpson.
Tegan McNiff back on the ball now. She's giving Ferguson a rest. McDonald's got quite a bit of football. She's been better than she was last week. Joyce just starting to get their hands at it, aren't they, Newcastle City? They've worked very hard, I might add. Get that ball tapped out at Elise Norton. That's over the shoulder. No. The umpire was in an interesting position and he couldn't see that contact there, tapping the back of Louis' shoulder. Fair decision.
On the front side, so it wasn't seen there. James goes whack with the right hand.
Halverson comes in. Halverson starting to get influence. McDonald starting to hunt as a pack. Halverson over the football. Is that a throw? Might be Megan's kick here. Maitland start to flood back. If we're seeing this to the naked eye. Simpson's right at the back. Now Megan's too far out. Miniter should go to the square. Simpson comes on one lead. Miniter goes now. Simpson runs around the back. Halverson's underneath this. Just goes over her head. Wood in underneath. Gets that kick out. Very good kick. Long kick. Very important ball here. Holcomb, no, it's not Peacock. Too quick. Oh, you got to go hard on that, Holcomb. You got to go with two hands. McDonald misses. In comes Crouch. Can McDonald get to her? She can't. Ralston in front. Drops a chest mark. Good bump by Holcomb. Ralston's got rid of that just. And it's a ball up. Almost 15 minutes gone. Elapsed time. There's been one goal this quarter, as there was in the first. City up by the 5 behinds that they've kicked. It's not necessarily thrilling, but God, it's tough and tight, isn't it?
It is very tight, very contested, as you expect most grand finals to be, David. Tapped out there.
Murdoch off the ground. Was Halverson going to smother or not? She does. Now gets to the football. Crouch, Halverson. Gets her to ground. It's 1-on-3. She gets it. She's dragged that in. Gets a stop. Almost gets a stoppage. Still Maitland. Handball comes out to Fraser, sitting at quarterback. Madeline Norton turns around onto her right foot. Thumps that ball long 50 metres. That's what they needed, is get it clear. Simone Wood, got to go hold your feet. Gets bundled to ground. Norton a handball out. Just off to Murdoch. It's tight and tough. And a free kick, I think, for a trip has been paid. Zali's given that free. But I think the ball's got to come back actually to the square, Lucas. Oh, that's a 50-metre penalty. That's a 50-metre penalty for not being thrown back on the full. Oh, goodness me, what a brain explosion. Now, where do they end up? It's Murdoch, and she's going to end up in the square. Oh, what a free kick to give away.
It's a long 52, may I add.
Oh, wow. Lucas, that's such an important free kick. Murdoch to finish it. It does. Newcastle City, very importantly. That's a goal off a free kick given for an illegal giving back of the ball, which is quite astonishing, really. Newcastle City, 2 goals, 5-17. Maitland, 1 straight 6. So City have kicked 2 goals, 2 goals, 4 this quarter. Importantly, they've kicked 2 goals. And right towards the end of the quarter, the 13th minute and the 17th. And that was what it was for, just throwing it back on the ground.
Yep.
Fraser misses it. McNiff taps it away. Bends over, gets a interest, as Lucas Holmes would say, a fascinating handball. Lamb. McDonald's had a good day out today. She's getting a lot of free ball. Ball comes forward, crashing in there. I think is that Peacock? No, it's Madeline Norton. Wood. City really put it. Oh, she couldn't. What a kick, Simone Wood. City having a big purple patch here. And a great goal. If we get this on replay, Rob, watch this. Injury?
Yeah, it looks like Sarah. Sorry, David, run through that first.
Wood from 40 metres. Superb. Is that Sarah James limping?
Yeah.
Thank you. You can see Sarah James right in front of us limping.
Yeah, you could see just in the initial part
there
of it.
she's here.
Yeah, but you could see in that first bit of the replay, she went down and stayed down too.
That's a left leg probably, and she is struggling. You wonder if it's the knee. Yeah, she's going the knee. City in front by 17. Is this the patch of the game where they put the put this grand final into another dimension and give themselves every chance of winning. 17 points, and if that sounded stupid, David, is this the opportunity they've taken to get in front? Can they stay in front? Joyce, the win's not that significant, but it's there. McDonald's been brilliant this quarter. Lamb goes wide, not to anyone in particular. Fraser's got first dibs. Lamb's going with her. Oh, good contest. Fraser does very well. Joyce just gets the kick away. Desperate tackle. Got to get in front. Eager, flying through, uses that left foot to effect. Oh, well done. Megan McDonald's been the best player on the ground this quarter. Not sure about the game. Over the top of Thompson. Peacock a touch. Being beaten by Skylar Dunn. Off the ground from Dunn. Wamboozles Scanlon. Gee, Maitland would love a goal against the Breeze. Good tackle, Caitlin Holcomb. Ronan Yates, I thought, pushing them back. McNiff's got to do very well to bend over and doesn't get to stoppage. 19 minutes elapsed time. There have been 3 goals this quarter. McNiff, I reckon she'd look at me. I reckon McNiff's 6'3". She's a very tall ruck. And if she learns to really jump, free kick Sue McNiff, I reckon it is for a block out. That time I saw.
Yep. No, Ronan Yates has done a very good job of keeping Burns very quiet this quarter as well, David.
40-metre kick from McNiff. Kicks it as far as she can. Woods just got one across the chops. Across the nose or mouth there. Just hope she's not bleeding. It's right in front of us. Just shaken up a bit. And in fact, I think she's got a blood nose. She's struggling, Wood. Really struggling. She's just, you can see her in front of us. Good tackle, McDonald. Oh, and holding the ball. I'm not quite sure if there was prior. Yeah, Wood's really struggling with that nose. Or facial. What a mark. There's a great mark over the back. Is that Kiara again? Yeah, it is. Kiara Lamb. On comes Stillmaker. Now, Lamb is a reasonable kick of the footy. With this win, she's not without a chance to win. This distance is chesting them, isn't it, today?
It is, David. We'll see how Lamb goes through here. With the win, she may just get the distance, but we'll soon see. Lamb.
Shocking kick. Sorry, Louis.
That's right.
Joyce, they just get the ball past Joyce. Lamb will be wanting to have that kick again. Ball goes wide. And there's the half-time. City, that's an impressive move, Lucas Holmes. Newcastle City have kicked 3 goals that quarter to none and lead by 17 points. I've got to go and do the grand finals, but now you might do a quick wrap-up and then go to a break, my friend.
I will, David. So, very good fight back there from Newcastle City to end this first half in front. 17 points in arrears of Maitland at half-time. Newcastle City 3-5-23, leading Maitland 1 straight 6 at half-time. As David said, we'll go straight out to the grand final sprint very shortly. So I'll say goodbye for you now, and then we'll come back to give you the second half of this women's grand final between Maitland and Newcastle City.
Welcome back to Newcastle #1 Sports Ground. Maitland just running back on the field now. Now, Newcastle City have weathered the storm, Lucas James Holmes.
I have. Sorry about that.
And what Maitland have to kick 3 or 4 this quarter down Breeze. And if I know Newcastle City, they will put someone like Sarah Halverson and possibly Megan McDonald behind the ball.
Yeah, especially Maitland with the breeze. If they sit someone like Halverson behind the ball, because she gives them so much run of that half-back line, like we were alluding to earlier in the plate game, David. So someone like Halverson could potentially play like what Sarah James has been doing in the back half for Maitland so far.
Indeed, and we're interested to see if James can be resilient and get through. She looks sore to me, Lucas. Very sore, so. Out comes City.
Just off air, then we're actually talking to Brittany Wood, sister of Simone, who just went down with that facial injury in the back half of that second quarter. So we'll see how she comes out.
She's out there.
She's out there, which is what we thought could have happened.
Yes.
So that's a good start. Good sign for City with one of their goal scorers coming back on the ground.
Anthony Baker just walking through the gates there. He'll have to have a big day today. And it'll be interesting to see how Chris Bishop goes about how he quells Baker and what he does with Haswell. Who gets Haswell wherever Haswell is.
About to say where Haswell plays is probably the first part of that question.
I think he'll be a utility.
End,
I think especially with this wind like that.
Yep.
The weather forecast is such that this isn't going away.
No.
And I can imagine that Haswell will play at one end of the ground all day.
Yeah.
And that's this end.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
If you know what I mean. If you understand what I mean, you'll stay there. Okay, McNiff back in the centre. Zully Mertens with the football, this very talented 15-year-old umpire. Who enjoyed the Elliot Davey medal night the other night with her mother Janelle. It's rock and roll time. Here we go. The GF's underway again. Held in, I thought, no prior. And back to Zali Mertens in the centre.
Yeah. Newcastle City happen to kick any goals against the Breeze, David, you'd think it'd almost be game over.
If they do, yes, I think so. That's right. Another kick comes out there from Joyce. Minuta's got a lead on this. Handball's off. Norton, that's an impossible angle to kick. If they can get a stoppage or get it to the hot spot, that's the best result for them. Good tackle in there, Minuta, who, despite looking at times ungainly, is actually quite a good footballer, Minuta. She has a go. She's very line-hearted. And she'll try and use her left hand in this ruck contest. She loves using that left, like Di Crep, actually. But coming over the top was Fraser. Goal, gee, that's almost on the ball. Norton over the football, keep spreading her legs wide to keep balanced. Minuta, good tackle, James, and gone. Robinson once again in perfect position. James, that's Fraser. One of the league's best footballers, Fraser. Halverson tries to take the mark above her head, recovers, steps inside. Actually, it was James that time. There's Fraser up the ground. Minuta just gets it away. Good kick. Over to Joyce, who drops a mark she should have taken. Comes back hard. Wood in there now. It's good to see her recover from that facial injury. As Louis said, talking with her lovely sister Brittany at half-time from the Warners Bay Footy Club. Warners Bay girls on their silly Saturday today. That's almost below the knee. She dived into that football. Adam Good's got in a bit of trouble with that in the latter part of his career, didn't he, Lucas?
Did you see, might go back on that issue a bit later as well, an interesting point of that coming from last night as well.
Okay, come back to that. I didn't see the whole game, please be advised.
Yep.
McDonald, lovely kick, Megan. Molly's at the back. Norton, gang tackle. And please, can you talk about that when we do get a break? Would you mind?
Yeah, well,
really interested. I love hearing you talk.
I'm not sure if you saw it or not.
No, I just love to. If you've got something to say, I love hearing you talk. So do our viewers, mate. So love to hear you talk about it.
Fairly contentious issue, that contact below the knees interpretation as well.
It's a Gary Rowan rule, my friend. McDonald, they're working hard, City. This is not where Maitland need the football. And of course, I'm referring to an incident where Lindsay Thomas went low on Gary Rowan's legs when he was playing for the City Swans Football Club at the SCG and badly broke his lower leg. No, I mean bad. I think he was out for a year, Louis. Oh, good tackle, McDonald. She's in trouble. Umpire. No prior. lucky, but maybe not lucky, maybe just that's the way it goes. Wood gets a kick to that. Simpson immediately tackled, no prior there. And again, Robertson just sitting back 15 metres away, watching the play. Now, is Norton the ruck? Here she is. Pushed out of the way just completely. Wood, barreled over. Simpson. Oh, Joyce onto her left! Oh, hit the post. It hit the post. Play's got to stop. It hit the post, surely. Thank you. Newcastle City 3 goals, 6. Maitland 1 straight. And that was within 10 centimetres of being what I would have thought was almost like a match-winning goal, Lucas, even this early. Plays on. Goes down the line. Gets a good kick on that with that breeze. Halverson, sloppy hands on that occasion. Back to Wiggins. Here they come tackling again, Maitland. Burns. You wonder whether they'd give Sarah a run on the ball at some stage.
And Burns is that one player, I think, to get Maitland back into this game. She was so pivotal to their good start in their first quarter was Burns. She's got to get back onto the ball very quickly, you would imagine.
That ball actually hit McNiff on the back on the way down in the contest. Joyce starting to have some real influence. McDonald played on, I thought. Way too far. She's got to kick it to her left to kick it open side. And does. Smart play. Over towards Wood, coming straight through like a steam train. McNiff in there. McDonald tackle without the football. Gets a free kick. Gee, the umpiring's been good. Was that Zali that time? Yeah, Mertens make that decision. They're working well as a team and they just haven't missed things today, Lucas. It's what you need in games like this. McDonald. Simpson! Molly plays on. Can she kick a goal against the wind? No, she can't. It's still at ground level. Desperate times for Maitland. They need a stoppage, City. They need a stoppage. And they've got one.
Probably should have just knocked it through there.
Yeah.
And they were
Because
well
she would have
entitled
been
too.
under duress. Yes, mate.
Concede the point there for the greater good, I would have thought.
They cannot concede deliberately behind here, Maitland. Norton taps it open side. In there is Egar. No opportunity at all. Still dangerous. And this is... Remember, Maitland are with the win. 5 minutes into quarter number 3 of the grand final. City up by 3 straight goals. Norton again, taps it out. Ball comes back. James gets it wide, it stays in. Beats everybody. Halverson loitering at the back with intent. Stays in, uses the left. And gets a stoppage. And Newcastle City will be perfectly happy to keep the ball up in that section, Lucas. They actually don't need to score.
No.
They just don't. What they don't want is Pagan's paddock. Lucas and I look at the centre of the ground. The Maitland's full forward sitting just off the cricket square. They don't want to counter-attack here, City. They want to keep it in. James, good tackle. Wood, tried to beat her, I thought. And paid! Robertson's paid her as having prior. I agree. Got to agree with that one. This is a testing kick for Simone Wood. This one's against the breeze. Simone Wood. Shanks it badly. The wind gets a hold of it. Stays in. McDonald almost a superb mark. That's almost a trip. Not seen. Norton. Minida onto her left. Gets a handball out. Dubious. Egar. Wood at the back. Got to pick it up. Does. Handball's off to Lamb. Halverson's with her. Ball's gone backwards 30 metres here. They've kept possession. Back towards Holcomb. Kicks it into McNiff's face. Now there's open pasture. How do they work this? Is that Leowana chasing? It is. Holcomb, great, magnificent bump, Caitlin Holcomb, and gets a stoppage. Bravo, Caitlin Holcomb there, because it was one-on-one.
It was. O'Donoghue playing forward of the football is something we don't see very often, David, so it'd be interesting to see how she impacts the ball forward of it. Is that a whistle? Or
maybe over here, was it?
Possibly.
Yep. McNiff in this contest. Got the sit here. Gets it out. Joyce. Gets her hands free. Kicks it. 35. Who's first to this one? Barreled over, I thought, was Wood. Must have been a fair contest. Smothered Wiggins, well done. McNiff. Fraser's in there. That's a dubious handball. Halverson's dragged out of that. Should be a free kick. Beautiful umpire Everson right on the spot. And descent. Are you kidding me? That's 2 50-metre penalties for stupid acts. 2 of them. in a grand final. You've got to be joking me.
Halverson could have played on as well.
That was the shortest 50-metre penalty in history. Don't buy real estate off him. Simpson kicks it around the corner. Ball gets thumped away. That's gone 65, 75, 85 metres, and they're away. Can they get the ball free? Leawana kicks it. The counter-attack we were talking about. Game on. Leawana, a very composed kick off an extraordinary 80-metre kick, Lucas Holmes.
That's why she's been playing forward, or ended up for there. O'Donoghue, very calm finish. You see there on the replay, only about 25 metres directly in front of goal. Had two Newcastle City players running back with her and slots it home. Maitland now 2 straight 12, trailing Newcastle City 3-6-24.
Sorry, mate, my hands are in the road. I'm just talking with my hands. See if City whack someone behind the ball now. Okay, they've had all the attack. Let's see how they go about it. 8 3/4 minutes gone. Thrilling goal there to Leawana O'Donoghue. McNiff gets that tap out. She started. Ferguson hasn't been seen this quarter either. Joyce almost BOG today, along with McDonald and along with James and Fraser. They've both had good days. Gets a kick away, they do. Maitland go forward. In there is Crouch. The Holcomb was dragged, had the hell before she got the footy. Here come Maitland with this intense group of numbers of players. Wiggins chasing. Holcomb gets her off balance. She's puts the speed on. Fennell gets it out. Maitland going hard again.
She's not in a good way either, David. Comes immediately to the interchange bench.
She's struggling. She's out of bounds. Off Fralston's tummy. And that will not be out of... No, it wasn't. It wasn't Sarah James. That is a throw-in. Came off at solar plexus here. And halfway through the quarter, City up by 12. Short throw. Very. McNiff gets it to ground. Interesting that Ferguson hasn't been seen much this quarter.
Is she on the bench, or is she just resting somewhere around the ground?
Well, she's not up forward.
No.
Joyce chasing. Robson squares the kick up. Lovely mark, Egar. Maitland got some momentum at the moment.
She does. Robson's been one of their better players too, David. Has got kick goes short.
Great work, Rosie Ronan Yates. McNiff gets in there, has a crack. McDonald over the shoulder. Had to be a free kick, wasn't given. Halverson. The left-footedness comes into play there. James gets it out. Egar. Maitland coming hard. Holcomb. Ralston's in there. No Pryor. No Pryor at all. Zali Merton says that's my football. Ralston was set upon the second she got it. McNiff, ordinary throw again. Joyce. Halverson, dangerous, straight down the spine. Kicks it and skews it left badly. Over there is Ma and Ecott smartly.
Gets the ball out of bounds deep.
Thank you, yeah, while I'm having a coughing attack. Yes, she does. So, Maitland have kicked one down Breeze. Can they kick another to make a real game of this? McNiff. Oh, chance! What a tackle that was. McNiff handball out, Halverson. McNiff's actually been quite okay. Holcomb goes to ground, should get a free kick for over the shoulder against Fraser. Not paid it, she's hurt. Holcomb, she's wounded. She's getting up now, she's struggling. Ball comes out, they're letting it go. McNiff, handball's out. Joyce, got to get rid of it. Gone! Great tackle, Leawana O'Donoghue. Joyce just hesitated at the wrong moment. Now McNiff's got to get back here. Get back to the line.
Yeah, O'Donoghue. Distance shouldn't be an issue because of the wind.
Short.
She goes short.
Oh my goodness, slack marking.
I'd go to Burnham too if she offered a lead, David. Very accurate kick.
25 metres out if that. It's a tough kick though. It's a tough day to kick goals.
Improve the angle slightly, but the distance is less than probably just went the 15 required 15, David.
Shouldn't have been left alone, Lucas. Burnham. Can she make this a red hot go? Up in the air. She has! Maitland kicked 2 goals in a row. Jessie Burnham a goal. And that's her second today. And we've got a great game on our hands. Newcastle City, 3 goals, 6-24. Maitland, 3 straight 18. And here's the kick again. Burnham's kicked this right. Use that breeze. You watch the ball in flight. Goal umpire moves to his right. And at the moment, Maitland's got the ascendancy. They're going harder at the football. They're putting pressure on it again. This game's gone in cycles, hasn't it? 13 minutes elapsed time, Lucas. Lots of time left.
They have, David. The crucial thing from a Maitland point of view, Newcastle City, for all their dominance in that first part of the quarter to the left of the screen, weren't able to kick that goal they so desired. No,
that Joyce kick, the game's changed a bit on that particular moment when Joyce's ball hit the post. Good tackle, Halverson. No prior. Umpire Everson says that'll be mine. I'd be getting Ferguson out there shortly. She does a lot of work at ground level as well. Got to consider it. Fraser, great tackle. That is a superb tackle off balance, Caitlin Holcomb. Absolutely brilliant. Sarah Burns gives it back properly. Could have thrown it to her, but didn't. Holcomb driving low ball. Big crash behind. Megan McDonald, what can she do? She's held into her by James. No prior. That's a very important tackle from Caitlin Holcomb. Fraser on the fly, Louis.
I threw on goal, otherwise would have gone deep in their forward 50 for Maitland. Now Newcastle City have a chance to score through Halverson.
Pushing the back, surely. Missed. Out of there, handball comes out from Murdoch. Out to Ferguson, on cue. Goes backwards to the handball, a bit dangerous. Can Maitland clear again? No, they can't. Wood, Ferguson. It's like a netball game at the moment. Well done, Norton. Gets it to ground level. Throws it out to Peacock. Ferguson chasing. Murdoch gets the kick away. Just. Well read at the back. Can she pick it up? Now she's in trouble. Umpire has said mine, I think.
She has.
Because there were 2 umpires that were equal distance. I wasn't sure who had the whistle there. I was watching on the naked eye.
It's an interesting one, David. I thought she stepped inside the first time to evade a tackle, but to no avail. Ball up called.
Good tackle, Norton. No prior. Again, this is where City want the football. No, there'll be no panic in the navy blue side. They'll be just going along, trying to do their best, trying to kick a goal at this end. This is a good Maitland side. Well done for... Oh, brilliant smother. That was Kiara Lamb, I think. Handball comes back to McDonald. Very evasive player. Minute has got the sit and takes a good mark. Too far out for Steph. So they've got to go open side. Halverson's on her own. Now it's got company. She should kick it to Halverson. She's got a player 6 inches shorter than her. Can she get it to her? She can't. Oh, she got right near her. Ball comes out. Good tackle, Minute. That's a throw. Halverson, they're letting it go. Kick comes away. Oh, good footwork there. Ferguson, a handball out to no one in particular. Good tackle, Joyce. They all stop. And away go Maitland again. Trouble. Here come the speedsters. Where's Leowana? That's not Leowana. That's Fennell. Holcomb back there. Almost in the back. Gets into a side, luckily. And it's every time it's the counter.
They've transitioned that ball 80, 90 metres, basically through one kick, David. So Twice, yep. Need a goal from this stoppage or in this passage of play. 16 and a half minutes gone, so there's not that long to go in this third quarter, David.
Thrilling grand final this quarter. Hasn't been Dura at all. It's been great to watch. Maitland coming back hard, showing that they are deserving grand finalists. And Newcastle City hanging on like a limpet, just in front by 6 behind. Ferguson gets a tap out going forward, gets to Joyce, and they clear the area momentarily. Halverson in front, gets a nice bounce, gets James for company. Bumps her, but she gets the kick, should go off the ground. Murdoch, Minida almost over the shoulder against Steph, not paid. No prior. Halverson wanting a free kick, didn't get it. Okay, Ferguson in the tap, 17 minutes gone, elapsed time. 2 goals this quarter, it won't be a long quarter again. Ferguson gets the tap out. She is quite dominant still, even in the veteran years. Halverson go over the tops of James. Somehow she avoided a free kick. Fraser, Ferguson in there trying to go forward like a rolling maul to quite Lucas Holmes. Tough one, this one, Louis. But again, who's kicking with the breeze in the last quarter?
Yeah.
All the goals kicked at one end, aren't they, in this match? Get forward again from Maitland. Norton very composed. This is a big possession. Gets it wide. Not a long kick, though, from Norton. Rosie Ryan Yates usually uses it well. Goes square. It's a dangerous kick. Push off balance. Here go Maitland again. Dumping the ball forward. Who's at the back? Ralston's there. Ecott's there. Handball to Burns. And look who's back there. Is that Megan McDonald, the quarterback? It is. Norton's got a chance to run here. Now they've got some pasture. Peacock has to take that mark and does. Now they've got to run into space for her. And they do. Newcastle City on the counter. But picked off very cleverly. Has a run. That was Smith with a kick. Maitland, well, that's a throw. Leah Warner again couldn't. No, out of bounds. That was a throw, Lucas, I'm telling you. 18 and a half minutes elapsed time. Lucas James.
Thank you, David. Out of the full, looks like Rosie Ronan Yates is getting the resulting free kick. Almost 19 minutes gone, as David said. This will not be a long quarter with only the 2 goals being kicked. O'Donoghue being one, and who was the other one, David? Burnham. Burnham has 2 goals for the match. Ronan Yates plays on, long down the line as you'd expect. Joyce tries to come from the back, but Sarah Burns chops in from the side.
She's a chance. Wouldn't this raise the roof if Sarah could kick this? She's probably the longest kick in this side in normal conditions. And Sarah Burns, let me tell you, she can go close to this distance. What's she got for us? Nah, shanks it. Hot spot, almost a mark. City under enormous pressure. Need that siren. Ronan Yates, that's a clever kick. Wants the boundary line. Doesn't get it, Centra. Crosses the ball. Desperation stakes here. Tapped over the top when she should have picked it up. Ronan Yates over there. McDonald. Some real quality. McDonald beats 1. Beats 2. She's got to get rid of it. Does. Looks for the boundary line. Gets it. Doesn't give deliberate. That was, but it was clever. City hanging on. 20 minutes gone. Quarter number 3. Again, City kicking with the breeze in the last quarter. They're 6 points in front. Maitland have been wonderful today. They've been so intense, tackling and defending. Kept Halverson reasonably quiet. McDonald's been almost the best player on the ground for mine. And there is the quarter. Newcastle City up by 1 goal. And Lucas Holmes, just before we go off air, Maitland's got to kick 2 goals.
Yep.
2 goals against that breeze.
Well, we just saw then in that third quarter, Newcastle City had the running of the game for the first part of the third quarter there. But as soon as Maitland were able to transition that ball, and they got, as you said, 2 goals from that transition game in a couple of minutes, David, it can change on a knife edge if Maitland can kick the first goal this next quarter.
Lucas and I will be back with you for what should be a thrilling last quarter very soon. Just talking off air at three-quarter time with Caitlin Wolfe from the Warners Bay Football Club and the brand new league best and fairest Kate Booth. Sincerely, congratulations on behalf of Lucas and myself. A wonderful achievement for you. You've had a storied career over 5 seasons, but to get a league bear and fantastic. Congratulations on behalf of both of us, Boothie. Pleasure. Rebecca, and that's remiss of me not to say that Rebecca Ives forced into playing first ruck with Kanisha Murray, who probably would have won it if she hadn't got injured. And Rebecca Ives got 4 best on grounds in the last 6 games, as did Sammy Delaney, who came from absolutely nowhere and nearly won it herself. So, wonderful night, but congratulations, Boothie, and congratulations, Rebecca. Caitlin Booth and Caitlin Wolfe, ladies and gentlemen, for some reason is wearing a Boston Celtics top.
What?
She could do a lot better than the Boston Celtics, Wolfie.
She could, considering that Corey Irving's just left too. It's an interesting one.
Get a Houston Rockets top, then we'll start talking. Ah, yes. Of course, Warners Bay having their silly Saturday today. Now, here we go, Louis.
Here we go.
18 minutes of football left. What does it entail? I reckon that Ferguson will be on the ball for at least 15 or 16 minutes of this quarter, Louis. There you go.
Yeah, and they've started Burns forward against the wind as well, where they used her at the back, at centre half back at some stages through the second quarter.
They've got to win. They've got to win.
They've got to score. Exactly. Yeah.
Here we go. Lucas James Holmes and David Redden with you. Week doesn't get any better than this. 6 points of difference in a grand final at three-quarter time. Rock and roll time here at Newcastle #1 Sports Ground. Walls down West Newcastle's Amy Pittman in the house as well. Hello, Pitto. Rachel Robinson waiting for all clear to go here. Don't know what the delay is. So the goal umpire's in position, yes.
Yeah,
there's Zali there, yeah, we're right to go.
Ground.
You can see Zali. Zali's at the corner.
And here we go. Over to you, David.
For the final quarter of the AFL HGC women's season. Here we go. Maitland, Fraser gets the football first dibs. Goodness me, if they kick one against the quarter, look out. Against the wind, cool, look out. Ronan Yates over the football. Handball comes over the back. Quick kick done. Ronan Yates again with the football. He's under so much pressure, these players. Holcomb clears the area for the moment. Is that Halverson chasing? It is. Ball's going to stay in. Halverson, they get her off her feet. Dunn does well. Smothered slightly. Ronan Yates has got to go. Goes hard. Too many Maitland plays at the ground level here. Holcomb. Oh, he's a chance. Got to take that mark. That's a big mark. Oh, she's gone! You are kidding me! Leah Warner. Poor awareness, actually. She should have just got it and stopped.
Yeah, big kick. It's not like they're having to attack the football. I don't know why you'd play on from that deep in your back half. But great chase down tackle there from O'Donoghue, and she looks to draw level here for Maitland. O'Donoghue
shanks it. Oh, marked! Now Burnham's got a difficult angle here, and let me tell you, this is a tough kick. Holcomb's getting it 10 metres away. Jessie Burnham's got a chance to draw Maitland level and kick the first goal all day against the wind. Burnham kicks it, crosses it actually. Mark taken by Kirsty Ferguson in the right place at the right time. Kicks it over her head though. Norton's got a chance. Should go long, forget the short stuff. Clears the area, gets it down towards centre wing. This is such a great grand final, reminiscent of Nelson Bay and Newcastle City, Louis. And all those years ago in the night, 6 points of difference, City. Any score for City makes it difficult for Maitland. Any score. Ferguson looking at the back. Halverson's free. That's dangerous. Clears the area with a thumping kick. Here they go. Stelmaker bounces over her head, unfortunately for Catherine. Great tackle, Norton. No prior. Good decision, Robinson, again. This is by far the best game I've ever seen Rachel Robinson umpire. She's been absolutely outstanding today. Umpiring's been top class. Out here, Norton taps it down. He's basically to herself. Kicks it off the ground, goes forward. Who's in front? Molly Simpson. Simpson! Is this the grand final? Waiting on the goal umpire. I think it's a goal. It is. And that is absolutely massive. And in fact, if Newcastle City get the next score, it's almost impossible.
From that set shot there that O'Donoghue and then Burnham had to transition the ball right down the ground to Simpson kicking a goal, it's crucial, David.
Absolutely. So Simpson's, who's clearly wounded, playing it full forward, gets the ball, turns on a trippy bit, composed, must have gone a little bit to the left side, and the gun umpire says, two-gun kid, that is a goal. Molly Simpson's not from Wyong. Yeah, I saw her on the award, yes, thank you very much. Taylor Joyce wasn't very happy at being listed as Cardiff either, I can tell you. No, she wasn't. Did you do that? I said, no, it wasn't me, Taylor. Ferguson gets it out. Halverson in there. Ferguson bends over, picks it up. As I said, Lucas, I think Ferguson should play, must play on the ball. Centra gets it forward for Maitland. Holcomb and Burnham. Holcomb's got it for speed. Steps inside her, although it's still coming over the shoulder. Holcomb's done well, needs another possession here. Runs around, turns around, gets the ball to Ronan Yates. Well done, City. Minuta's over here with Stelmaker. Catherine's got to get the ball to what she does somehow. A free kick, Catherine, I think. It is. She's got a big ticker for someone who's no bigger than she's tiny, Catherine Stelmaker. That's almost 50 metres over the mark. Lovely kick to Minuta. City with all the impetus and momentum again, kicking down Breeze. Minuta, low ball, comes at it hard, out of bounds, and this City will have 15 minutes of this, Lucas, will they not?
They will, David, and you can just slightly feel the pressure from Maitland starting to creep out a little bit, starting to slip away, maybe just. The City is starting to get their hands on the football first, and their kicking and in general plays a lot better than it was in the first two quarters.
Ferguson in there with Lamb, goes backwards to the handball to Joyce, who won her left foot. Comes around, gets to McDonald. Megan goes thump from 45. Simpson, ground level, dragged out of it, and paid! She kicks this and it's over. She kicks this and Lucas Holmes, it's over.
Yep.
Molly Simpson with the most important kick of her life. This will put Newcastle City 3 goals in front, kicking down Breeze. Takes the time. No doubt in my mind that Simpson is playing wounded, that adductor's not right and that knee's also not right, and she's had hand problems as well. Biggest kick of her life, Molly Simpson. Kicks it. Molly Simpson kicks a goal. Newcastle City 3 goals in front now. It's 5-6-36. Maitland 3 straight 18. With thanks to Belmont 16-footers, ISC Awards R Us, CFM 101.3 with Ash, with Gordy and Ash Pollard, Hunter Havel, Central Coast Physiotherapy, Bar TV, Subway Eat Fresh, and Thai Power. I got them all out, Louis.
You've done well, David. You've done very well there. Back to the middle we go. Ferguson once more on the ball in the ruck.
She'll stay there, Lucas.
Yeah, you think so. Cuts across the line.
Oh,
Joyce.
A driving ball's poor. James, who's been excellent, but plays at centre-half back. That's a push-out. Should be played against Halverson. Not. Goes wide. Kicks it towards McDonald. That's superb, Megan McDonald. And courageous. A much bigger player coming flying at her. Megan's not entitled to a shot from there. She's too far out. And the umpire gets it to play on. So, correct decision. Simpson's too short of this one, and a good chest mark taken there. Very good, actually. Bishop. Short kick comes out as the team cheers come in. Gabe Easy. Oh, great tackle by Alverson. And apologies to Gabe Easy. We've been calling her Gabrielle for a couple of years. We've been asked to call her Gabe on air, and we will do so from now on. Thank you, Gabe, for doing that such a nice way. I can tell you that some people don't. Some of the social media things that you get occasionally are quite hysterical. Burnham puts it up in the air. Ball goes up almost into the wind. Almost goes up and down the one spot. Holcomb and a mark here. It's not Eager. It's Fennell, who kicked a brilliant goal at Wyong Lakes earlier this year in our broadcast game. This will test her for distance into this breeze. She gets a very good piece of that. It skews off to the right with the wind, and it's out of bounds in the full. Any changes in Newcastle City?
Just a jumper change, David. I shall sort that out now.
Thank you. Out the back here. Chasing his Joyce. That should be over the shoulder. Clearly. Lucas is going to get himself ready for the Black Diamond Cup, and I'll have most of the commentary for the rest of the quarter. And I know our viewers love listening to Louis, but you're going to have to put up with my gibberish for the next 15 minutes. Good work, Holcomb, courageous. Norton, who's been excellent. Very clever grubber to Wiggins, who's got to kick it long. Gets a decent bit of it. McDonald 1-on-2. Chased by James. No, she's not this time. She's got Dennis for company. Dragged out of it. Well done, Kiara Lamb, who's also been very, very good today. Good player, Lamb. Representative player. Low to the ground. Very balanced and a good kick. Gets 60 metres on that. Gets 70 metres on that. Goes all the way down to Sarah James. No tackle made yet. Now it is. Now she's in trouble. Umpire Everson says that'll be mine, thanks. Norton. City are 10 minutes away from another flag. They've been the dominant women's side in our league. Oh, that's a free kick. How was that disposed of? Umpire says, I'll have that, thank you. 9.5 minutes elapsed time. Molly Simpson's kicked 2 goals this quarter, and it looks like it's going to be enough for Newcastle City. Joyce smothered. Out of there comes Centra. Good player, very, very fine kick at the football, Centra. Technically almost perfect. Holcomb trying to shepherd, but she's got to pick it up herself now. Gets it out. It's 2-on-4. Holcomb gets rid of it off the ground. Lamb. Ecot's over there in the corner. Wants the footy. Great kick, Ecot. Thumping boot. Goes 50. Sarah James too strong for little Catherine Stelmaker. James goes long. Ecot sitting in the back, composed, calm and professional. Gets it out wide. Tapped out by, that is Murdoch, I think out there it was. Centra. Kicks the ball around the corner. The ball might go out of bounds over there on that half-back flank, and it does. 10.5 minutes elapsed time in the final quarter. Newcastle City 5-6-36. Maitland 3 shots at goal in this weather, and they've kicked 3 goals. Pretty remarkable. But if you're going to look at a way that this game ends up being won, it's that Newcastle City's kept them to just 3 goals against the Breeze. And that's going to end up deciding this match. Lucas Holmes made a point in the first quarter as the ball brilliantly from Stelmaker comes back to Joyce. That City held them to 1 goal in the first quarter. It might end up winning the game. Simpson screws around. Oh, she couldn't. Give me a break. McDonald off the ground. That's it. It's over. Simpson and McDonald, and they're going to win another women's flag. Newcastle City and the Newcastle City Stars. What a performance over 5 years of football. And Molly Simpson nearly kicked this goal, actually. Impossible angle. McDonald putting on the turbos. Watches the ball, and away she goes. Kicks it 3 metres, and that's enough. Well, 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 Lucas Holmes. We saw them play last week, play the game, and it turns out that might have been a grand final. Maitland have been Maitland's got a lot of promise going. Maitland's on that way, going up.
Yeah, they sure are, David. Some promising youngsters and some experienced players out there as well for Maitland, and indeed for Newcastle City as well.
McNiff back on the footy now. Joyce might get the medal. She's been superb. So's McDonald. Simpson with limited opportunities, kicks 3 goals out of 6. McDonald again. When she gets space, she's deadly, Lucas. Kalani shut her down last week, I thought, brilliantly. Good mark.
Well, McDonald's so calm under pressure as well. That's the main thing in terms as well. Very experienced player, Megan McDonald. Has come to the fore today when they've needed her most. Here's Joyce on the interception. Running inside forward 50 is Joyce. Can she keep the ball in front of her? She can't quite. Turned over here. Maitland looking to exit there, forward 50 on there. McDonald goes out of midair. Where's this going to end up?
Oh, no way! You're joking! What have we seen there? That is absolutely ridiculous how good that is. Megan McDonald from mid-air. Watch the replay. Here we go. Whack! 47 metres out. Oh, fair income. Cristiano Ronaldo would be happy with that, I'm telling you. Megan McDonald's second goal in a couple of minutes. And yibbity-yibbita, that's just amazing television, Lucas Holmes. Nothing more than amazing.
That's a finish and a half, isn't it, David? Right on Q2 from Megan McDonald. All class there. Maybe a bit of fluke too, but she'll take that one.
And Newcastle City have kicked 4 goals in about 13 minutes of footy this quarter. And they will bring another trophy to the hallowed rafters of the Newcastle #1 sports ground.
They flex their muscles when it's counted. That looked like a throw back to Joyce. However, they're on their way forward now. Here's Miniter. No, in fact, it was Halverson.
I think that was Halverson.
Yeah, it was. Sorry. Norton turns around on a right boot. Inside 450 once again. Simpson drops what she otherwise should have taken out on the lead there. They look to transition here. Back into traffic. James is there. That was almost thrown out here. What did they turn to inside? There was Wiggins. Burns has come back to help and charges out. Burns almost goes sideways and indeed does. Does well to get a defensive hand in there. Burnham almost got a poke to the eye there. How they turn it through here. Looking to transition. Let's get a kick out there from Smith. In front there was Norton. Gets it one time, gets it another time, gets buffeted out this time. Goes outside and this ball will go over the boundary, or does McDonald keep it in? Indeed it stops. Here's Ecott. Gets a Shepherd. McDonald does very well once more. Ecott goes down the line, evades a marking player. Here's James. Out of the back half. Almost goes through the corridor, indeed does. That 45 kick so dangerous for both sides here. Turns inside there, does Ma. Ma tries to work the ball forward. This ball going to get caught in. And umpire Robinson says it's mine. With about 15 minutes elapsed in this final quarter, David, and it's all over definitely now.
What was a the proposition of an exciting fourth quarter has been put to bed. And again, you made the point, which is very astute of you, that in that first quarter, Newcastle City kept them to 1 goal down Breeze. And if you look at the context of this game, it's massive.
Well, and that was the margin at three-quarter time to the solitary goal, and it's been blown right open by Newcastle City in this last quarter, that's for sure.
Norton on the fly. Gone this time. Oh, Zali lets it go. No, Simpson! Finish it, Molly! She has! What a performance on one leg. Molly Simpson, this elite athlete. I do think that's a bit lucky. There was a holding the ball decision there. Molly Simpson on one leg's kicked 1, 2, 3, 4 goals. Like a thief in the night, nicks the ball. And look at the finish, Louis. Absolutely beautiful finish from Molly Simpson. Newcastle City's kicked 8 goals. Would you believe they've kicked 5 in the last quarter? And another premiership, the Newcastle #1 sports ground, my good friend Lucas.
Shows how much of an impact that Breeze has had in this last quarter, especially David. 5 goals in 1 quarter of football, when they'd only kicked 3 in the previous 3 quarters.
Amazing. McNiff, who's been actually quite good in the ruck. McDonald, I think, will get the medal. She's been brilliant. Joyce will be the other one. But, of course, the umpires will see it differently. I would have never have thought that. That's kicked out the wrong way, hasn't she? Yep, wrong way. She's kicked it backwards to her own player in Bishop. Pings it wide. Jumping before acceptances was Caitlin Holcomb. Lamb, who's been excellent across half-back. Holcomb, who's got a massive ticker and a big tank. Halverson, the skills. Murdoch just off the bench. Needs a Shepherd from Thompson. Gets it. Gets it forward. Does it stay in? It does. Drop Mark, drop Norton. She's been very athletic today in the forward line. Hasn't kicked a goal, but her athleticism is worried and her speed, Lucas.
They have both Norton's Annalise and Maddie have been fairly impressive for Newcastle City today, as you'd expect. High quality players.
Absolutely. That should be deliberate. It's not. Yeah, you're right. They've been excellent. But the thing is with this City side, they've got so many actual athletes. Halverson, Simpson, and McDonald, they're athletes. They're not just good footballers, they're athletes. And that's the biggest difference with them with a lot of other sides.
Well, that's actually a very astute point, David, because with obviously most, as Joyce runs through, evades one tackle, has a flying shot on goal, is going to get picked off by James. But what I was going to say there, especially with women's football where it's mostly 16 aside, there's so much space in a ground, especially one like this that's so wide, David. To have athletes is really an important part of Australian rules football, and especially the women's game where it's 16 aside.
I remember, Lucas, as the ball goes out, I remember when Nicholas Natanui came into football, you were a very young man, and it was just his athleticism. Now, his career's been up and down with injury, but his athleticism is ridiculous. And I'm not saying these players are in Natanui's class, but he's one. Sarah Halverson is an elite, established athlete, multiple codes, plays them at great level. I don't know what her best sport is. You'd have to ask Sarah, league, union, or our game. But she's just superb. Molly Simpson is an elite hockey player. And that's where she gets a running base, Lucas, from. Simpson can run all day because she's a hockey player. And not just a hockey player, she's an elite hockey player.
Yeah, no,
Burns.
Hockey's a very aerobic and athletic sport too.
Oh, man, is it what? Lamb, who's been superb. Now, Norton with space. Can she get a late goal for herself? She's been very good today. Out wide from Fennell, who's been pretty solid herself. Maitland creating space again as they did, but it's a lot harder going against the breeze, especially against a side like this. Wiggins kicks it forward. 19 minutes gone, elapsed time. This will be a long quarter with 5 goals being kicked. Left-footed kick comes out. Egar dumped forward by Norton. There's a sister, that Holcomb in there. Annalise Norton, that was. Simpson on her feet, stays on her feet, stays on her feet again. Can't pick it up. Ball overruns her. Well done. Really well done, Nikki Robson. Peacock, little left hand handball. Beats Annalise off the ground. Scanlon. Norton. Handball's out. Great work, Newcastle City. Burns sitting back at halfback. Lamb, another. She's been terrific, Kiara Lamb. And she'll come into considerations on the vote cards, I reckon, too, Louis.
She will, Dave. We saw Nikki Robson out there for Maitland getting a touch on the football before as well. She's been one of their better players as well for Maitland, along with O'Donoghue and the like as well, as that ball's going to go out on bounds on the full.
Yes, Lucas. For mine, James has been good. Fraser's been pretty good. Leah Warner made a difference.
She did forward to the football. We weren't expecting that, were we?
No. As a representative half-backer, that's the last thing we needed, but I would have expected. Burns, Ferguson trying to keep up with James. Can't quite. Another grand final for Ferguson. What a career she's had. Coming from the Riverina Lions. 4 flags in 5 years for Kirsty Ferguson. That's an injured player over here.
Right knee?
Yeah, it is. She's in trouble too. Markey coming in here to... Clay might be stopped here. She's in trouble. Wiggins... Can she get a ball forward? Wood. Simpson, well marked there, really. She's in all sorts. They're going to just help her off so there won't be a stretcher. Oh, great tackle, Thompson. Simpson trying to do her thieving manoeuvre. Can't pull it off. I think that's one of the Norton sisters, isn't it? Yeah, it
looks like
she's
it.
Walking okay. It's Madeline. 28? Madeline, it's Maddie who's been playing at centre half back so brilliantly. Ferguson taps it out. Wood off the ground. Yeah, dangerous play, I think. Merton's in the right spot at the right time. Kicking in danger, I think, is the decision these days. Used to be called dangerous play. City 8-6, New Maitland 3 straight. 36 points of difference, and that was not the case 3/4 time, I'll tell you. Wiggins. Another developing player, and there they go. City's done it again. What a machine they are, Lucas Holmes.
They sure are, David.
They really are a machine in this women's competition. Because it takes a while to get that thing set, I've got to go and do my attempt at an MC, my impersonation of an MC.
Seeing that we had a bit of a wrap-up there, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have a short break here as David prepares to... MC the presentations, and I shall be back shortly after those presentations to give you a quick wrap-up, and then what a matchup this is going to be, David. The heavyweights, Terrell Lavoca, Newcastle City, Haval Black Diamond Cup Grand Final coming up shortly.
Thank you, Lucas. Back with you shortly.
Maitland for putting up an outstanding performance in what was actually a very, very fine grand final. You can't realise it when you're up there in the stand, but you don't realise how strong this breeze is out here until you see players kicking the ball 70, 80 metres, and City just managed to use the breeze a little bit better today. We thank our sponsors, Hunter Haval, by Hilton Haval, ISC, Belmont 16s, Awards RR, CFM, Central Coast Physio, Subway Morissette, Bar TV. Christine Burrows, could you please come up to the stage and we'll call the umpires out one by one to collect their medal. Firstly, our central umpires, Rachel Robinson, and Zali Mertens. Kaya Everson. Emergency umpire, Jason Krugel. Lachlan Chellis. Jack Bruce. Anthony Everson. Simon Richards. And Scott Donnet as the interchange steward. Well done to you all on an excellent performance. Thank you, Christine. I'd like to call Jodie Eggers to the stage to say a few words on behalf of a very game and outstanding Maitland outfit.
Thanks, City, for a tough game. It's always a really tough game, and you're a quality side, and it's always really good to play you. So thanks for coming out. Thanks to everyone behind the scenes, especially everyone at Maitland Saints Club. To Junior, our coach, thanks for putting in all the hard work this year. And to the girls, I couldn't be prouder. Like, to come this far, we've done so well this season, and we'll just come back next year even bigger and stronger. So I'm so proud of all of you.
I'd like to call Craig Gollage to the stage to come through and make some presentations for us. Craig is the women's representative coach of the AFL HCC. The first award that Craig has is the best player on the ground in the grand final. The 2019 Best on Ground AFL HCC Women's Grand Final Award goes to Newcastle City's Taylor Choice. Now we'll call the Newcastle City players up in numerical order to come collect their medals from Craig Gollage. First of all, number 2, Taylor Wiggins. Three, Stephanie Miniter. 4, Taylor Joyce. And I don't think I've seen a more happy look on anyone's face than when she kicked this goal in the last quarter. Number 9, Megan McDonald. Number 11, Crystal Gavenlock.
LJ, solid.
Trying to get a word in with you guys tonight will be interesting. Number 12, Anna Ralston. Number 13, Catherine Stillmaker. Number 14, Samantha Thompson. Number 15, Molly Simpson. Number 16, Rosie Ronan Yates. Number 17, Yara Lamb. For the fourth time, I believe, in her illustrious career with Newcastle City, number 18, Kirsty Ferguson. Number 19, Simone Wood. Number 22, Ashley Bacalus. Number 23, Caitlin Holcomb. Number 24, Tegan McNiff. Number 26, Hannah Murdoch. Number 27, Anne-Marie Peacock. Number 28, Madeline Norton. Number 30, Sarah Halverson. Number 37, Annalise Norton. And one of the three co-captains at the side, number 25, Casey Ecott. Yes, I will pull the coach up now as well. John Clark, the coach of the Newcastle City Football Club. Casey, would you like to say a few words?
I'm just going to call up my co-captain, Meags, and Josie. We just all want to share this and all have a few words to say, so I'll hand over to Meags first.
So firstly, we'd just really like to congratulate Maitland for making it into the grand final this year. Really big achievement for you guys and your club, so well done on an amazing season. You played so well up to today, and today you fought and made us fight all 4 quarters. So it was really enjoyable, well done. Heads up, enjoy your night.
So I just want to say a big thank you to Newcastle City Football Club. They've been right behind us all through the season, through the week, and especially today. It's really great to see so many people out here supporting us with the footy in Hunter. Also, a really big thank you to the sponsors of the club. Always appreciate their support, and that's what keeps us going week in and week out and getting from the club. Sorry, one last thing. Also, just thanks to the umpires. It's always a tough job to come out and umpire a game like that. So, congratulations on a good job done in a tough environment.
First of all, as we've all said, thank you, Maitland. What a top day. I know it's a bit windy, but it's a perfect day all around, really. The ground's unreal. Sunny day, no rain, which is amazing for me, personally. I don't get wet. To our girls, full credit. As a coach, you're only as good as your players, so really full credit to all of you for putting in the effort all year. It's a long year. We started off slow, we built, and well, here we are now. Congrats, girls.
And it's time for me to get off this stage by inviting Nathan Wilmot, the president of the Newcastle City Football Club, to make the presentation of the trophy. Lucas Holmes, back to you.
David, and congratulations to Newcastle City on yet another grand final triumph in the women's competition. On behalf of myself and David Redden and our whole Bar TV crew here, We thank you in our coverage. That completes our coverage, for the 2019 women's competition. David and I will again be back shortly for the coverage of the Black Diamond Cup, Haval Black Diamond Cup final between Newcastle City and Terrigal Avoca. Back with you shortly.